Episode 92, boys, and I'm here. I've blacked out my back screen because I've got a very sort of unattainable position over here, Tone, as you know.
Yes.
But this is where I want to be with the Poulty familiar on a beach, sucking down a cocktail. Maybe, Tone, like you back in the day when you were going to the beach in Tassie, a random beach. What was that little cocktail you used to like? Sex on the beach?
Big boy.
What's that?
That's it. Between the sheets.
Between the sheets. Wow, wait. That's what we like to hear at Poulty at Familiar. Episode 92, here we go. We're up and about because the boys are going to pull their socks up. Last week, very disappointing. It felt like I backed Surprise Baby, had it going for 24 grand, and Geordie Childs just took it down the outside straight and ran an extra 300 yards in a 2-mile race. That's how I felt last weekend, boys. Tassie, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Pezzer. I didn't feel like that, though.
Oh.
I just felt like I sort of opened up the money box and emptied out all the gold coins. And then when I went to the lolly shop, I got no lollies.
Wow.
It was just, I got ripped off. That's how I felt. I felt ripped off.
Talking about a man who loves lollies. Now, when young Tony went to the milk bar, I reckon a shilling would have got him a fucking pound of fucking licorice, the big man.
A shilling, though, that's a bit big. No, sixpence, big boy, sixpence.
A sixpence, there you go.
Used to be like 3 cents or 2 cents or something like that back in the day, you know.
I think Taz is trolling us with the wagon wheel.
Oh, the wagon wheels were cheap and they were massive. They were like a wagon wheel, not like little shrunk. Oh, that's it, Tassie, yeah. But they used to be in a paper packet with the bush rangers on the back, big boy. They were real wagon wheels.
Yeah, well, I can tell you this one went down very well with the nice glass of hot chocolate.
Oh,
so whilst we were waiting to get going, I thought, let's have a wagon wheel and a nice little bit of hot chocolate. So it'll just set me up for a nice little sleep later on.
Yes, bit of comfort food there, comfort drink to go with it. Yeah.
Talking about big swingers, a bit of a shout out to Woodsy. He throws out a tip yesterday, 24 hours in advance. Each way bet comes in today, runs third, beaten 2 lengths, pays $5.50 the place on best tote. You're a fucking champion, Woodsy. Thanks, mate. Taz, he's your mate.
Champion.
Yes, he is. Woodsy's an unlucky Richmond supporter. But he definitely got on the punt today and he did well. I'm sure that he'd be sinking a few bevies celebrating. So absolutely well done. I mean, a lot of us here can't even get $5.50 winners. So big
that's
play
right.
all the way to the bank. Can't complain with that. So well done, Woodsy.
Well done, Woodsy. As we say, our little motto here at The Familiar is sharing is caring. And a few people are really chiming in, like Uncle Byrne, Ando, of course, legend. Luke, he's always there. He's always up and about. Luke, a bit stiff last week in the Quaddie. He had 5 in an 8-legger, in an 8-horser, and he's out bobbed by Regards Marie. So bad luck, Luke. We loved you last week. Thanks for chiming in, big man. But today we've got a new mystery guest.
Yes.
But it's great to see that a few people are, chiming in with a bit of mail and, you know how I love a black book of Tone.
Oh, yes. Like the old black book.
Talking about a black book, Tone, you used to have a black book back in the day, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Whatever happened to it? Have you not kept it?
No, well, I don't use chalk on a blackboard anymore, Taz. So, I haven't got it.
Unbelievable. You've got to keep these black bookers, Tony. You just never know. I mean, you might want to rekindle.
I reckon he's still got it. Don't you worry about that. Tone doesn't throw anything away. He's a bit of a hoarder. You go around to Tony's place feeding him. I went and watched the footy there. I went to watch Richmond one night and had all these fucking eyes staring at me. And his beautiful daughter, Em, she's got about 1 million fucking eyes in the room. And I said to him after about the first quarter, I'm like, mate, I fucking don't feel real comfortable in your house. He goes, what do you mean? I said, look at all the fucking eyes. And he goes, oh, shit, you're right. And then he said, I can't unsee this now. It's just, It's like a serial killer's place. It's like dolls everywhere. It's like fucking hell, Tone. Anyway,
I still do have a black book.
Oh yes.
But you know what it's for? It's for jockeys. I
Oh.
don't have a black book for horses. I have one for jockeys. It's bloody near full. It's like
Right.
what's the name used to be the Guinness. It's like the Guinness Book of Records. It's that bloody thick.
Oh.
Tell you what.
But is Jamie in that book yet, or just pictures of Jamie?
Oh, just the pictures of Jamie.
Oh yes.
She's right. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Jamie's not in the book in a blacklisted way.
Not yet.
No, that's right. Yeah, not yet.
Is she ever a chance?
No.
But you'll always forgive her.
Light at the end of the tunnel.
You'll always
like
forgive her.
These other absolute oxygen bandits running around.
Geez, that was safe, Tone. That was safe. Oxygen bandits. That's pretty PC these days. Well done.
Yep, that's right. They're they can't count. They need to go back to elementary school. Honestly,
Tone, I just thought I'd leave up the rainbow flag for put a line through it because we're very equal opportunity, non-binary included. Everyone's welcome here. Because Barney mentioned it to me last week in a message saying, "Oh, you got the rainbow up." I'm like, "Yeah, Barney, it's for you." So, we're all LBGQT here, whatever it is, whatever acronym they want. We're right here with the familiar. Don't you worry about that, Jace.
Well, is it Turtles Cove? Is that where?
Yeah, Turtles Cove up in Cairns. Barney goes there once every 3 months. He's there. Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
Anyway, Turtles Cove. Tone's titanium tip Pims was no party, Tone.
No, absolute jockey error. See, this is what they can't bloody count. There is nothing worse than a jockey who misses the start in a sprint race. And these bastards do it all the time.
Did miss a start.
I know it's not a front run, but come on. Turn on the brain. You're out there. People have got money on your horse, and you're sitting there like a frog on a log. No idea.
Well, Taz is a fan of your horse. He has put it up on the jockey wheel before. And what do you think, Taz?
Look, I think that it just went backwards. I don't think it really missed anything when it missed the start, because that's where it likes to be.
Yeah, it likes to be at the back.
And then when it was looking to make a run, it was out wide, but forget it. It was just gone. It was on the Pims. I don't know. I mean, it was definitely not jockey.
It might have had a couple of Pims before it ran, Tone.
Yeah, you can't blame jockeys.
The jockey was on the Pim.
It's hard. You can't blame a jockey and say that he can't count if the horse doesn't want to move.
Fair enough.
The jockey's responsibility. They're driving the vehicle.
Yes.
And they're in control of the quadruped. Now, if you can't control it, don't be on it. Your job is to operate the machine you have, whether it be a horse or a bloody car. If you can't do it, then it shouldn't be on there.
So just a question then, Tone. So when we have a 10-horse race, all 10 horses should win. Because they've all got jockeys on it. Yeah. Well, they've all got jockeys on it.
But that's the thing, Taz. 9 of them make a mistake.
Well, obviously, Tone's on those 9 every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not one of those people who lays all these horses and does all these
a little bit of a backhanded compliment there for somebody in the group.
I'm not ever.
A little bit of a backhand of their time for Voldemort, who we won't be named. Anyway, Pez was tough. I thought I was going to be a real smart ass and find a first starter for us. Jumped all right, went all right. I don't know. Probably not up to it.
Jockey error?
No, jockey error. I think it was just the horse.
Can't count?
Well, it was wide, which always shits me. Like, it's not linked. It's a first starter, a 2-year-old, like over 1,000 metres. You sort of got to try to slot it in somewhere. But anyway, it got crunched as usual. Pez always brings a bit of money. It was 4th, but I am me. What a horse on Monday. That was my push last week until mine was scratched. and then ran Monday and absolutely brained a better class of horse it's ever ran against. I tell you what, this thing is special. Tone, I've said it for 3 starts.
Did I not give you the $1.95?
Yeah, I got boosted at the $2.05.
Wow.
Giggling. The Greek Freaks are Asto Force, but fourth doesn't pay. So a little bit like the Woodsies Richmond finishing ninth.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I put this one down, and if you watch the race, this is the race when they realised that the place to be is the extreme outside. And good old J-Mac hadn't ridden a winner up until that stage, I don't think. And then in the very next race, guess what J-Mac did? He went all the way out to the outside, and he wins. So
there was definitely a lane out there, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was, and they found it. It was a matter of time before someone did. But look, it jumped well. I think it's just maybe not come up this prep. That's all.
Pearce has missed the last couple of legs in the quaddie too. Pretty, I feel like a bit like you, Taz.
You'll feel more like me if you keep missing.
All right, no worries. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I missed 43 weeks in a row. You've only missed 3.
Yeah. And you've only tipped in 30.
Yeah, well, I'm on fire at the moment. I'm finding $1.95 winners in the last league.
Right. I'm talking about.
I got us away at tens. The old King's Consort, wasn't it?
King's Consort. Well done. You remembered a horse. Well done, mate.
Yeah. I know what I'm doing with the quaddie, big boy.
All right, mate. Well done. Yeah, bit of exercise for the old noggin there. Well done.
I reckon he's done homework.
I reckon he might have done a bit of homework, because I tell you what, our mystery guest has today in the quaddie's done a lot of homework. And I put the pressure on Tone today in the messenger group saying, hey, old mate's done a bit of homework here, Tone. So I think Tone felt a little bit put out of place.
But you know what they say, though?
You know what he said? Like very, like, you know, I didn't really understand what he meant, but he told me to fuck off.
Yeah, but Pezza, if you can't do, you teach. So right. Tony doesn't do homework anymore. He just teaches.
Yeah, that's all right.
Mate, listen, you smart asses.
Oh.
Who has been getting their leg home in the first leg?
No, Tone, honestly.
Who was the anchor before? So,
no,
you know,
Tone, you're well in front of us, mate. You've been very 100%. Good in the quaddie.
Yep.
Just wish
I'm doing my homework just because it's not there literally.
No, you're number one in the quaddie by a long way, mate. You've only missed a couple. You can count them on 2 hands and 2 feet how many times you missed.
Yep.
So I'm doing the best I can.
No, I just wish that might transfer to a titanium tip.
You know
what you should do?
Oh,
you know what you should do?
What should he do?
This is just a suggestion. Because you're such a good quaddie. No, you're such a good quaddie tipster.
Oh.
I reckon that realistically, if you're taking 4 in a quaddie, all you've got to do is pick one of them to be your titanium tip.
That's
because then you're like, because then you've got a 1 in 4 chance. Whereas when you pick something in a different race, you know, there's 15 in it. You've got 1 in 15.
0%.
No, but he's got a 1 in 15 chance as compared to a 1 in 4.
No, but 1 in 4, 25%. I agree. I think you're on something there.
And then when you don't get it, at least we're still at the quaddie.
Yes. It's not a bad idea.
No, absolute bad idea, Tess.
Okay.
Maybe Tone, you could take.
You know why?
What?
Because if I do that, then I poison my selections in the quaddie. You know, punters are very superstitious people. So if I select one of the tips that I've got in my leg of the quaddie, that'll poison the lot. Round up, done. So
what about if you write down the 4 selections on a piece of paper, 4 different pieces of paper, go to the shrine, get a couple of pigeons to come and take a shit on one of them, and that's your titanium tip.
Or get 4 chips and put them on and see which one goes first.
Ooh. I like it.
There we go.
I could film that. We could film that. Anyway, boys, well done. Let's get into it, Tassie. The Fister. What do we got, big boy?
Fister's going to Melbourne. Okay, this one's been recently gelded. Starry Legend.
Tone, that's called the ultimate gear change.
It is. I've got a bit of a here. Look, this can lead. It can sit on the pace. It'll be an interesting race. I don't expect it to lead because there is a bit of pace. It's one on a track, one at the distance. Last November, this has got form behind Helvarsen, I think, and Malkovich.
Yes.
So it ran in that Cup week.
Yep.
So it's a horse that just has got a ton of talent, but it just hasn't sort of concreted. It hasn't turned it into wins. I think this week, in a competitive field, it's 1,000 metres. It's Sandown. It probably gets the right sit. The key to this is numeric. So I'm going back to my old stuff because this is race 6, number 10. It is a 10 out of 10.
Oh.
Barrier 10. It is a 10 out of 10. What more can you ask for?
Can I say something?
Yes.
It's a little bit like Barney at Mardi Gras, as in hard to catch.
It is very hard to catch, but you know what? Cartwright's on this. And the last time it won, it was with Cartwright as well.
Oh, good.
So,
it's a good little omen. That's a good little superstition. I like that. Very good. Taz, back to the beach at Sandown. I like it. Starry legend. A bit like Tone back in the day. He rated himself pretty much.
It's had that done. So, the snip would have helped as well. So it'll probably get its mind back on the job. It's been a month between runs. I reckon it, I like it. 10 out of 10 for me.
Tone, the ultimate gear change in being gelded. It's a bit like us over here in Japan.
Yeah, we're always in some sort of gear over here.
Right. Talking about gimp masks.
Yes.
The Quaddie's in Adelaide this week. Taz, this is a check off the bucket list.
Look, it's been long overdue. I know that you guys have been pushing for it, and I've been giving you a bit of pushback. I mean, every week, you guys are sending out the text and saying, let's go to Adelaide, let's go to Adelaide. And I'm like, no, the Chocky Wheel's doing a good enough job.
Yeah.
But
big news.
Yes.
The Chocky Wheel this week, mate?
Well, no, the Chocky Wheel's going to take a week off because it's due for vacation.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you can't put up a wheel against our own selections.
Fair enough.
So there won't be a wheel this week.
I think Woodsy's going to be upset.
Look, I'm sure that it won't just be Woodsy. Of the 795 followers that we've got, I think there's only going to be 2 of them that won't be looking at the Chocky Wheel. And both of those guys are overseas based. So,
right.
They don't even know what Adelaide is.
I look.
No. So we'll see. But it might just, look, it's good racing in Adelaide.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure we'll be all over it anyway. I'll throw up my specials, my own specials, not the wheel specials in the bet thread, and we'll go from there.
Tony, do you know what a bucket list is?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Anything on it, mate? Anything you want to, anything on your bucket list that we should know about?
Yes, I want to win the Quaddie before I expire.
Kick the bucket. Talking about kick the bucket, Pezza horrendous the last 2. Call me the new Taz. It's Pezza, but it's Patazza, which is actually smells like spazza, but horrendous. Now, boys. Oh yes, boys.
Here we go.
Oh no, where's my video? Why isn't it playing? Oh no, what's happened? I put a little video on there. That took me time.
Here it comes.
Another one. Yeah. Why didn't that work? Anyway. Ando, the great man, I actually sent him a message saying, can I use your photo on the old Facebook, on the old show, but he didn't get back to me. So I hope he's all right with it. Ando, we love you, mate.
Perfect.
Thanks, Paulie. This is how he rolls. We had Lukey, who was more Australian than Steve Irvin last week. And I reckon Ando's not far behind. Good looking man.
I tell you what, I reckon Ando and Lukey, they be putting back tinnies together. Luke,
yep.
I reckon Ando might have been at that pool party where Luke was on the pink flamingo.
Well, don't worry about that. I've still got Lukey down here somewhere. Here he is, the great man. There he is. There he is.
I reckon Ando's at the bar.
Mate, I tell you what, if they're opening stubbies, not using their teeth, I put a line through both of them because fair dinkum, if they're going to use an open and open a stubby, I reckon they're not Australian. These blokes are definitely using their teeth or fucking snapping it off a fucking brick.
I can't wait till I win the lottery and we have our massive Pelty Palace party where I just book out a whole resort. Seriously, I can't wait for that.
The great man Ando, he does a bit of homework and he gives us a couple of tips on the page. So thanks, mate. Welcome to the Pelty family. Now, Tone, you're getting us away in Adelaide. Race 6 it is. Last week, there was a bit of confusion there with Pez's tech skills. 2, 3, 4, 5, mate.
Yes. I can't see. I'm on the phone. I can't read that. Sorry, mate.
All right. You got Gun Deck. You got Jungle Magnate at 13 skins. Damien Oliver, Mick Price. You got Harley moving at $3 for her. Ryan Hill and Will Clarken's brother. And you've got the 5 Son of Emperor in J Car. Straight to the bar.
Yeah, Jamie Carr, absolutely. Most honest jockey out there, not like a lot of these other freaks.
Oh.
So I think she'll be a big chance in this on Son of Emperor.
You keen on one? Are you keen on one? You got Gun Deck, Jungle Magnate, Harley moving, and Son of Emperor.
Yeah, I'm keen on the 5.
Okay,
yeah.
Well done.
5's the go.
There we go. We're going to move on then, if you can't see it. Pairs is on 2, 6, 9, and 10 in the Australasian. I think it's the Australasian Oaks, Taz.
Yeah, it is the Oaks.
Over 2,000 metres. I've left a couple about. Won a couple of raisers, aka Stephen Harney. Gee, what a day he had 2 days ago. He put out 6 tips for 4 winners, and he double dutched in 2 of the races. So basically, he had 4 from 4, the legend. But anyway, well done, Razor. Love ya. I've put a line through Daisies and I've put a line through Mac and Cheese just because they're drawn out in 17, 18. And I don't care who you are at Morphettville. I know it's 2,000 metres, but shit, they're going to be caught wide or they're going to be that far back. And I don't know at Morphettville if you can be that far back at the moment. So anyway, I've got 2, 6, 9 and 10. Of course, Jay Carr on my whisper going for 5 in a row. The picket fence, absolutely unbelievable for the Snowdens. I'm pretty keen on Fortunate Kiss. I think it's been a bit stiff for the last couple of runs in Melbourne. Harry Coffey, he can ride a broom at the moment and win. And I think Bowman's pretty honest as a trainer. The 10 I put in because Taz really likes it and Glenna Hope. More in Butterston, you can't really go wrong at the moment. Of course, think about Sierra Sue. You know, that's that combo. And, of course, I don't mind Williams on Barbara. I think Craig from barrier 14 is probably about the widest runner that might win. So even though I know it's Craig, I just like the horse. I think it's really stiff last start. I think it was on a track that it couldn't win it and it got too far back and it was just shit and it couldn't run. So I think before that, the hoof was definitely on the tilt tone. I think it's probably looking for the 2,000 now. So, but I'm pretty keen on the Kiss at 23 skins. But who knows? Nobody knows.
Tough race.
Tough race. Okay, here we go. Ando's in the quaddie. The great man's on 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. And he's got little comments and everything. So
read them out.
I should try to find them.
Can you get them up or read them out?
I actually, what I'll do, I'll use my phone. Is that all right, boys?
Yes.
Yeah. So hang on. He's a good man. Here he goes. He said groundswell. Number 2, been following just a matter of time to cross the line in front.
Hang on, Pezza.
Yes.
Pezza.
Yes.
Do it in a different voice.
Okay.
Do it in a voice, some different voice. What do you reckon Ando would sound like?
He'd sound Aussie.
So do it in a good Aussie voice. Don't give me this Japanese teacher's voice.
All right. Number 2, groundswell. I reckon it's wings crossing the border. Number 3, Morvada. Can't leave it out. J Car straight to the bar like a Mornington B. Get a fucking right up ya. Number 4, Count of Monte Cristo. Fucking Tony's favourite fucking move, this cunt. It's a value horse. New South Wales, first up form. He should appreciate a good track. Good on you, mate. I reckon he's found one there. Domi Torniora is a fucking sneaky little jockey. and he doesn't ride a lot now. But I tell you what, I reckon the Count, Tone.
Yeah.
And then he's on Royal Mile, 3 wins in a place, freshened for this, thereabouts. And of course,
I'm on Royal Mile.
Zoist sounds like moist. Big run last start. Every chance to make it 3 in a row. Zoisty for the Goblin in Vorster.
Love it.
Love it.
Very good.
Well done, Ando. We fucking love you, mate. And keep throwing out those tips, mate, because you actually do a bit of homework, unlike us. So well done. Tassie, 3, 7, 8, and 16.
I have gone 3. I've started with extra time. Oh, it's 2, to be honest. Isn't it? Or is it 3? No, it's 3. Yeah, number 3, extra time.
Yep.
Look, forgive the last start at Oakbank.
I forgive. Forgive.
So once you forgive that run, its first up run wasn't that bad. I know it looks like an 8, but it wasn't too bad. It'll be up there. It should be at its best. If it brings its best, it's good enough to win this.
Absolutely.
My boy Birmingham, great record. First up, won 4 out of 7. It might be looking for a little bit longer, but I think first up over 1,300. Jamie Carr, it's a good formula. Trip. Now, if they're leading, what they don't want to let happen is let Trip dictate the terms of this race, because if it gets out in front and it gets it easy, and it likes to just start, stop, it's definitely something to worry about and something to chase.
Sophie Logan, is she going all right at the minute? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, look, if Trip gets an easy lead, anything's possible. And down the bottom, Wild Imagination.
Love it.
Now this horse is probably better suited over more ground. However, you know what they say about good stayers. Good stayers tend to sprint well. And Wild Imagination, I can just see her just being sort of midfield. And if fit, ready to go, and the money goes on, I wouldn't be surprised if Wild Imagination is in there amongst it. So it is, it's got a couple of my ghosts. My favourite there, Call Me Seamus.
Yeah.
It's due to win one this preparation, but I'll let you know when that'll be. I just have to look at I have to look at the birthday wheel and the chart. But look, it's not a bad race.
Tubby 2 Tracks is down the bottom there, mate. Don't worry about that. At 45 bucks,
second bottom, wasn't it? I couldn't look. Seriously, I couldn't have it with your money.
Yeah, it needs a Friday. It needs a Friday at Penola.
Or a Sunday at Clare.
Yeah.
I'm saving my money for Flow Meter.
No, it's not in this weekend.
No, it's 2 weeks out now.
Yeah, it's obviously having a little bit of a spell.
Yeah. Well, but I just love, when Tubby 2 runs. I call my kid Tubby 2 Tracks. One of my youngest young man. He's a bit Tubby 2 Tracks in a way, but I love the horse. But yeah, it's a great race. I think you're on the money there, mate. The Damien Oliver horse on our slide was which was a 13, but it's actually scratched. So Taz did have that in his numbers, but that's out. So well done, mate. And Ando, thanks so much, mate. I sent him a message going and he didn't see it, and then he saw it and he was straight into it. So well done, Ando. We love you, mate. And keep firing off tips into the Pulte Facebook page. Please like and subscribe the video. It helps us out a ton. Remember, we need 1,000 subscribers to get a bit of money out of this shit. So we're only 950 away.
We're not in it for the money, though. It's all about love.
Well,
it is. Yeah. It's all about the love.
It's nice to get like $1.25 that we could put something on a double or something, or Anyway, Tone. Before, everybody used to wait for this moment. The analytics told us everybody's waiting for the titanium tip.
Yeah, well, they still do.
Oh, really?
All the layers.
Oh,
the layers wait for it.
All the layers.
That's what it is. It's not the backers anymore. It's the layers.
All right, here we go.
Hands out, ready to go.
All right, mate. Are you ready?
Here we go.
Ando again, the champion. Here we go. Tone stays in the Chocky Wheel state. Race 2, number 10, Last Girl Love.
Yes. Well, there we go. Last Girl Love. You're probably going to get about 440. There's it's second favourite in this at the moment. got probably the best jockey on Australia who doesn't pull horses up on it. Jamie Carr will be out there having a crack, and she can actually count, so she knows what she's doing. So yeah, there'll be a lot of money for it. It might even start favourite. I reckon they'll plunge on it like they'll be backing it with their ears pinned back. I reckon.
Right
Now,
barrier runs not a concern, mate.
No. See, I'll just go through my list of points here.
Oh, wow, big stinger.
There you go. See, last start, don't worry about last start when I ran 11th. The stewards report, they actually do tell the truth sometimes. Pulled up lame, it was lame. But the start prior to that was at Morpheville. It was beaten like something like 0.02 of a length when it was favourite. And that was a really good run. It's very consistent.
Beating a neck.
It goes well at Morpheville. So forget the last run. It's coming back in distance, but that won't be a problem. And the track conditions suit. So get on, load up. Jamie will get the job done. She's ready to go.
Do you like backing horses, Tone, when they come back in distance like that? I mean, it's going from 1,600 down to about 1,250. So, do you think
it was about 14 to 1,250? So it's not going to no problem. No, I can't see a problem. It's one up. So,
yeah, I mean, it's got form behind Mac and Cheese, if I remember as well. So it'll be a good lead in. If this wins, we'll see how Mac and Cheese goes with Pezzies.
Hope it goes.
There we go.
Hope it goes shit because it's on our Quaddie. So I hope Last Girl Love loses now because we don't want Mac
you
and
late
Cheese.
Now, Taz. That's it.
No, we don't want Mac and Cheese to win the Quaddie because we're fucked. All right, thanks Roundup. Old poison Taz there. Yeah, good on you, mate.
No, I'm just curious. You know what?
I'm bi-curious. Bi-curious.
You know that'd be a good name for a horse, by the way. One of the things that again interests me because Jamie hasn't won a group race in South Australia, has she? She hasn't won a real big feature yet.
Not the Adelaide Cup.
She won the Adelaide Cup. Yeah. Okay, you're right.
This year.
Yeah, the junior. But what I'm getting at is she's likely to ride 5 winners.
Oh, mate, she's got a great book of rides.
Now, the worst thing that could possibly happen, Tone, is if she rides 5 winners and this isn't one of them. And then I expect to hear you bag her. If Jamie rides more than 3 winners and this isn't one of them, I want you to give me a full analysis as to why I should believe that you really do love Jamie.
Wow.
All right? Because I'm telling you, she's let you down.
Yeah, Jamie doesn't pull them up. So, it could be a case of jockey error.
All right, Tone.
Well, it's a wait and see. That's the court's out at the moment on that one. The jury's out, so we'll see how we go, Taz.
Tone, I know you think this is all about you, but really, you know who it's all about.
Taz and you, mate. Yeah.
Oh, Taz and me. Not me, not him. Not him.
It's not about me. It's
the Greek
never
freak
about
can piss off. Anyway, I found one, Tone. Lavina, I don't think it's hard not to find, but it's been scratched 3 times looking for a race. Jared Fry, very strange jockey choice from Lindsay Smith. I like it, Tone. It won a trial at Colac by 5 lengths. Wants a soft track or a heavy track, they reckon, because it brained him at Warrnambool on a heavy 10 last in. I think it's found its mojo again, Tone, a little bit like yourself. It's found its mojo tonight. And I just think it's found the right race, but it'll probably be scratched again, knowing me, because I like to choose a scratching and a push. But if not, I've chosen the hardest race in Australia on the day. There's probably 4 or 5 live chances. I just thought at 5 skins, you'll never get this horse again at $5. So it's going to have a fair crack of mine on it if it runs. And I hope it does. And at 10 doesn't worry me at all because it's going to go straight to the front, Tone. And hopefully Jared Fry can fucking get a couple of cheapies.
So it's out of barrier 10.
Yes.
So do you know what we've done this week? Because the stars have aligned.
Number 10 out of barrier 1.
Number 10, right?
6 out of 10.
And I'm a 10 out of 10.
Oh man, there you go.
There you go.
So we're all 10. We've all got 10. So we're all going to be 10s.
We're all Bo Derricks with Dudley Moore, big boy. There you go.
Oh, there you go. That's Tone's favourite little, the old WB, the old wank bank right there, big boy. $5.50 into $3.90 into 5 skins gets it back about $107. So I reckon we might be a chance to, for the dream result, 3 of us get up. Then next week we all wear party hats and balloons and we fucking blow shit up our ass how good we are. Talk about how good we are, mate. Big game this week. North versus Carlton. Tone. Who wins?
Oh, don't make me answer that. I'm going to back. Well, I'll try and help you out, Peasant, because I'll back Carlton. And then
Thank you. Please put your poisonous yen on the Blues. And I tell you what, the best thing about it looks like Georgie Hewitt's out, the big Pitane's out, and big Harry Schmackay's out. So
no, Harry's been named.
Oh, but Ben's out.
Ben's, yeah. Well, they don't play together.
They never play. Yeah,
7 years.
There's no twins.
Yeah.
It's just one bloke, they reckon.
It is, and he only does well at Carlton.
Yeah. So anyway, it's mate versus mate this week.
I think North will go all right. I reckon they'll probably kick it. Oh, I don't know, probably 8 goals for the game.
Mate, I'll be stoked. I'll be stoked if if we're about within, I don't know, 50 of uncontested possessions, I reckon we're a chance. But if we let you chip it around and kick it around and that, we're fucked.
I hate to say it, Pezzo, and I don't say it because you're a North Melbourne supporter.
Right.
Because as our sister club, we need to respect
it. Old Johnny Yell wanted to buy us in the mid-'80s.
But after our loss at Freo, we've been under a bit of the spotlight for not playing 4 quarters.
Mm.
If we happen to turn up and play 4 quarters this weekend,
we're in trouble.
I think North Melbourne are in a lot of pain. But North Melbourne are in pain anyway, but we've got to play the 4 quarters. We've got to play them. So
I hate to say it, Tone, North are becoming very irrelevant, and that's a really scary proposition for us because if we become irrelevant, mate, we might be gone. And I always said if we went to the Gold Coast, my kids would have been able to barrack for them forever. But we didn't, and we're trying to fight and survive, which we are, but it's just a bit scary when we're just so poor on field. Off field, fine. On field.
Yeah, but, what's name's not doing any better? Dorkhorn,
Yeah, that's
plastic,
right.
Bloody Hawthorn wouldn't back, they're rebuilding.
Thank you, mate. All right, boys, we've got to go. Thanks very much. Love you. Good luck on the weekend.
Yep.
It's been a pleasure.
Yep.
Salute.
Yeah. All the best.
Good luck Saturday, boys.